All right, so here is the finished up flamingo eye. I was a little nervous about the bright pink, but I think it came out really, really pretty. Just something cute and festive for a night out, Miami nights maybe. Fun festive pink, a flamingo eye. So I used a couple of our press shadows and then also this beautiful shade right here, Sharp in Unique Moodstruck Addiction Palette 7. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I linked all of the products that I use on my whole face down below. And please, please, please share this out. It helps me out a ton. As a small business owner, that's kind of how we get out there, word of mouth. So please continue watching for the full look. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with the pressed shadow in the shade Discreet. And I'm gonna use this as kind of a background color on the top, more of a transition color. It's a really light, almost like a peachy pink, I guess you would say. It's a really, really light shade. And it's just meant to be a little bit of a background color. If you hear a little rugrat coming, it's my son. He is crazy. But you can see it's just meant to kind of even out the skin tone on the top. I may have to grab a hair clip. My hair is gonna be all up in my grill. Grab a hair clip really fast. Real fast. I need to. My hair does not stay well with hair clips. It's too heavy. Too heavy. Okay, so I'm just using this as a little bit of a background color for the main event. So today I'm going to be using palette number 7, which is a beautiful palette. I'm going to be using a couple of the press shadows as well, but I'm going to be using the shade right here, this beautiful pink. This is the shade Sharp, fittingly sharp. So then I'm going to take our fluffy crease brush. I just cleaned it because I just did a dark gray look. And I'm just gonna put this right under that shade Discreet, and we're gonna kind of go from there. And I'm going in with a really light hand at first because I want it to be really gentle, and then we'll blend it out as we go. Because remember, you can always add, but it's harder to get it off and to blend it out once it's on there than to just add a little bit more, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Know what I mean? I haven't really planned out what I was gonna do for this eye look ahead of time, so we're just gonna be winging it. And I haven't decided, fast forward through a couple parts so that I don't bore you with this. Isn't this pink so pretty? It's super vibrant. I haven't decided if I wanna make this an all pink look or if I wanna do something else a little extra with it. But I'm just putting this on and blending it out. The other thing is that if you have hooded eyes, I have extremely hooded eyes, meaning you have a little hood. This brow bone comes over a little. So if you do your shadow and you notice that it's disappearing, you need to go up a little bit higher. I mean, you don't have to go all the way up to your eyebrow, but you do need to go up a little higher so that when you close your eyes or when you open your eyes, you can still see the product. So I go up a little further than probably the average person, but that is because I have hooded eyes. I have extremely hooded eyes. Okay, so I've kind of got that blended to where I want it, and then we're gonna go in with a dark shade for this outer V, and then we'll kind of go from there. Like I said, I hadn't really particularly planned this out. Sometimes it's funner that way. More fun, funner. I think it's more fun. Okay, so then I'm gonna be going in with the shade Understood, which is kind of a muted pinkish color. It's actually, I think, classified in the peach tone section. When it first came out, that's what it was classified as, is the peach tone. But I'm using this just to kind of mute this a little bit, to kind of dial it down just a hair. Just a hair. And I'm gonna go right underneath. And this is gonna be more of the lid color. But see how when you put it next to the pink, it's more of a peach? It's not really like a pink, or it's not more of a pink, it's more of a peachy pink. Beautiful shade. I feel like this is gonna be, I'm gonna name this the Flamingo. Anybody else feeling that name? The Flamingo? But again, like I said, going right under that pink shade and blending it in, and then across the lid. And then we'll find a really pretty metallic And we'll add a metallic to the bottom. Ooh, got one on my nose. Something on my nose. How festive! Isn't it exciting when you get something that's super festive? I don't like this brush. I'm not going to tell you what kind it is because it's not ours, so I don't want to hate on somebody else's brush, but it's not a unique brush. So I'm going back in with another fluffy crease brush. Oh, better. I bought that brush because it looks like the same shape as this when this was out of stock, but I got it and it actually, the bristles hurt my eyes. They're kind of pointy. I don't know why I keep it, but I do. Okay, so I blended in my Flamingo Peach. Again, this is the shade Understood. And then let me pick out a metallic and then we'll add a metallic to this. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the shade Edified, which is this really pretty pink metallic shimmer. And I think I'm going to put it more right in this inner corner. And this is the Younique Deluxe brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of product and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray just to kind of intensify it just a smidge. It's a great way to change kind of the intensity of a shadow without getting a different shadow. And it also helps it to stick. So I'm gonna place it right here, kind of on this inner corner and in the middle. I'm almost going halfway across and then stopping at the outer corner. The reason why this setting spray also really helps is whenever you've already put shadows on and you wanna kind of go over top of them with a metallic, it helps it to stick a little bit without changing the color of the matte shadows that you've already put on, if that makes sense. Hold on. Muscle and dealing. Boys. If anybody has a son, they understand. They are more than precious, but Lord have mercy. Can they try your patience? Let me get just a little bit more. So this is adding more just kind of a metallic sheen on top of those other two shades. Holy cannoli, that's pretty. And then I think we're just gonna leave it. A lot of times I'll put a dark shade in that outer corner, but I don't even think I want to do that. I think I want this to be really bright and vibrant. So then I'm gonna go in with the Younique crease brush. And first I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that shade Understood, that kind of peachy pink, and I'm gonna rub it right along the bottom. I want this eye look to be really, really light and airy. I don't want it to be dark. So I'm not even sure if I'm gonna use eyeliner on the bottom. I may use, haven't decided. I may just leave it blank. So again, I'm using a little of the shade, the pressed shadow in the shade Understood. And then I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that pink out of palette 7. But see how it makes it kind of smoke out on the bottom? And then once you get the mascara on, it's like magic. So then I'm picking up some of that shade right here, this pink shade. What was it called again? Sharp. I have to look up. So when I put shadow on the bottom, I look up and it prevents me from blinking as much. I don't know if anybody else has that particular problem, but I do. So when I'm putting shadow on the bottom, my goal is to kind of bring this outer corner from the top into the bottom so that it looks a little bit more cohesive and a little blended. Now, if you're going for more dramatic, the further down you bring that bottom shadow, it's really all personal preference. You know what I mean? Like how much you went down there. Oh man, that's pretty. I'm pretty impressed with this one. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, so for eyeliner, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna take this white, it's the shade Pristine, I believe, Pristine, and I'm gonna put that in the bottom lash line. It helps to open your eye up. You don't necessarily have to do this step, but I have to grab my eye. My eye's watering. And I'm just putting this in this bottom lash line or waterline, which again, I typically don't do, but for fun today we are. Oh, but you know what I did? I smudged that. I smudged it. My eye's watering a little bit now. Okay, so then all that's left is mascara. I thought about actually putting this on. This is a lip liner though. I mean, I feel like you can do whatever you want though. Who says lip liner has to stay on your lips? Who said that? Nobody ever. Nobody ever. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this. This is the shade Punchy, which is a really bright, vibrant pink, in my top waterline, which this is an eyeliner or a lip liner, so I don't necessarily advise this, but sometimes you just do what you want to, you know? All right, so then I'm gonna take, oh my gosh, I have stuff everywhere. Stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna take my lash brow comb and comb my lashes. I always do this. It prevents your mascara from clumping because your lashes are like any other hair on your head. They get crisscrossed, they get, you know, jumbled up. And when that happens, it makes it harder for your mascara to go on evenly without clumping. And sometimes people blame it on the mascara. It's not necessarily the mascara. It may be that they need to be brushed. So first I'm gonna go in with our lash primer. This gets our lashes ready for our mascara. And it goes on white and then dries clear. So I guess just depending on how fast you are, you can put it on both eyes and then put your mascara. Today I'm just doing one eye at a time because my eyes are starting to water a little bit. I don't have contacts in, that's why. Because I'm trying to see without any contacts, and obviously that is not how it should be. Oh lordy. So I'm going in with a coat of 4D, and then I'm gonna go right over top of it with a coat of Epic. And I do both a lot of times because I like the thickness of the 4D, but I like the length of the regular, if that makes sense. So I want the best of both worlds, so that's what I do. So again, lash primer, then 4D, then Epic. And then we'll have a beautiful pink flamingo eye. I used a couple press shadows, and I will link everything below what I use so that you guys can snag it. You can get everything on my site, mymomface.com. Hey, dang. All right, and then a coat of Epic. And I may not even put any on the bottom because I want it to stay so pink. So pink. And I typically, I don't know why I do this, but I do. I blink onto my fingers and it bends my lashes up. I have like the world's straightest eyelashes. It is what it is. There you go, guys. A super fun pink. Do you think I should put mascara on the bottom? I haven't decided. I think it looks a little blank without it. Old habits die hard, you know? All right, there we go, guys. Flamingo eye.